There's a piece of cloth locked in a vault in Italy, 14 feet long, and on it, the face of a man who died 2,000 years ago. Scientists can't explain it. Skeptics can't debunk it. What if I told you it might be real? They call it the Shroud of Turin, a burial cloth, stained with blood, marked with the image of a crucified man, wounds on his wrists, his feet, his side, even on his forehead. Exactly where the Bible says Jesus was wounded. For centuries, millions believed this was the burial shroud of Christ. But here's where it gets strange. No one knows how the image got there. No paint, no dye, no brushstrokes. It's like a photograph, except it was created 300 years before the camera was invented. In 1898, a photographer named Secondo Pia took the first picture of the shroud. He developed the film and froze the image on the cloth. It was a negative. When he reversed it, a perfect photographic positive appeared. A face, clear, detailed, haunting. Think about that. This cloth had been hanging in churches for centuries, and no one realized it was a negative image because negatives didn't exist yet. So who made it and how? We'll come back to that. But first, you need to know where this thing came from. The shroud first appears in recorded history around 1354. A French knight named Geoffroy de Charny claims he owns it. He never says where he got it. He dies in battle. His widow displays it in a church. Pilgrims flood in. Thousands. The local bishop, furious, he calls it a fraud. Says an artist confessed to painting it. But here's the problem. No paint was ever found. The shroud changes hands, travels across Europe, survives wars. A fire in 1532 nearly destroys it. You can still see the scorch marks. By 1578, it ends up in Turin, Italy, locked away, shown only on rare occasions. And that's where the real investigation begins. Scientists were finally allowed to study the shroud. For 5 days straight, they used X-rays, ultraviolet light, infrared photography, chemical analysis, and what they found didn't make sense. The image is only on the top fibers of the cloth, not soaked in, not painted on. It's like someone took a blowtorch and scorched the surface, but gently, precisely. Blood stains tested positive for real human blood, type AB. The wounds? Forensically accurate to Roman crucifixion. Nails through the wrists, not the palms, like most paintings show. Because the Romans knew wrists could hold body weight. Palms would rip. Whoever this man was, he suffered. The image shows over 100 whip marks. A crown punctured into his skull. A spear wound between his ribs. This wasn't art, this was agony. The Catholic Church agreed to let scientists carbon date the shroud. 3 labs: Oxford, Zurich, Arizona. The results? 1260 to 1390 AD. Medieval. Case closed, right? Not even close. Critics immediately spotted problems. The sample they tested? Taken from the edge of the cloth, the same edge that was repaired after the 1532 fire. Medieval threads mixed with ancient ones. Other scientists found something else. A thin coating of bacteria and fungi covering the cloth. Centuries of contamination. Carbon dating measures carbon. Contamination skews results. One researcher, Dr. Raymond Rogers, analyzed fibers from the original sample. He found cotton, the main shroud, 100% linen. They had tested a patch. Rogers was a skeptic. He wanted to debunk it. Instead, he concluded the cloth could be 2,000 years old. He published his findings and died 2 months later. Scientists have tried everything. Painting? No pigment. Scorching? Too controlled. Photography? Didn't exist. Some think it was a burst of radiation, like the cloth was exposed to an intense flash of light. From the inside, Dr. Paolo Di Lazzaro, an Italian physicist, spent years trying to replicate it. He used ultraviolet lasers, the most advanced technology available. He got close, but not exact. He said this: to replicate the shroud, you'd need a UV laser more powerful than anything we have today, across the entire surface of a human body, in a fraction of a second. In the first century, impossible, unless something happened that we can't explain. Unless a man who was dead wasn't anymore. Let me tell you about Secondo Pia, the photographer who took that first picture in 1898. When he saw the face appear in his darkroom, he wept. He said it felt like the man on the cloth was staring back at him. Barry Schwartz was the lead photographer for the 1978 investigation. He's Jewish, a skeptic. He spent 40 years studying the shroud, and he believes it's authentic. Not because of faith, because of evidence. He said this, "I didn't want it to be real, but every test, every analysis pointed to the same conclusion. Millions of people have stood in front of this cloth, pilgrims, scientists, believers and doubters, and almost all of them say the same thing. It changes you. Here's what we know. The Shroud of Turin is real fabric. The image is unexplainable by modern science. The wounds match crucifixion. The blood is real. And if it is authentic, then, 2,000 years ago, something happened in a tomb. Something that left an imprint, not just on cloth, but on history. Maybe you believe that. Maybe you don't. But the shroud forces you to ask a question. What if? The Shroud of Turin sits in a vault, tested, analyzed, debated. But there's one test scientists refuse to do. One experiment that could answer everything, and the church won't allow it. Want to know what it is? Hit subscribe. That story. It's coming next. You won't believe what they're hiding. Before you go, what's your theory? Real or medieval forgery? Let us know in the comments down finger.